Welcome back, everyone. This is Jeronitis, bringing you Feed the Beast 1.6. Today we are starting on episode 113, and today we're going to get this assembly line working, because we didn't manage to do it last episode, and I feel bad about that. Just let that sink in for a minute. Alright, so here's the deal, Sparky. I wanted to ask you guys a question, all 12 people who watch this. Yes. It's 14 people, I know. My wife corrects me in the background. So, I wanted to know if anybody who watches this would be interested in a world download when I finally finish. I'm probably not going to keep this series going much longer. I'm playing a whole bunch on the Pandemicraft server for Season 2. And that being the case, I'm spread pretty thin amongst what I'm doing, so I'm probably going to put an end to this series soon. So when I finish the series, would enough people be interested in a world download? I'd be willing to do so if enough people are interested. Honestly, it's a pain in the butt for me to do it, but if you want, I would be willing to do so. Okay, so leave it in the comments. It would probably take a good many of you to it might take all 14 of you watching to ask for it for me to actually be willing to do it. So, but let me know, because if you're interested, I'm not opposed to the idea, and it may be horribly pompous of me to think that you guys might actually care to play with something that I've created, but I can hope, right? There's nothing wrong with thinking that I created something some other people might find worthy to play with, if that made any sense. Right, so anyway, assembly line. Okay, so we've got the basic assembly line here, and we've got in the laser program. Now it says it needs the controller, then the platform, the IO unit export, the IO unit import, and the laser. Okay, so next to the assembly unit, or assembly controller, we're going to put the laser, then we're going to put the platform. Okay, then we're going to need two of these assembly IO units. Okay. Problem is that they're both blue. And as anybody who plays Minecraft knows, that blue is input. And according to this, we need, well, we have the import because that's blue. So we need an export, which would be orange. Okay? Now, the problem with that is that when we look at Pneumaticraft, the machines, there's only the drill, the IO unit, the laser, and the assembly platform. That's it. So if they're all blue, how do we get an orange one? Anybody? Well, it turns out that after all this time playing around with Pneumaticraft, we need the Pneumaticraft version of a wrench. And in which case, this actually is going to be ta-da! The pneumatic wrench, ironically enough. There's a certain amount of irony in building this for me. The funniness of me building it is the fact that I work on cars professionally. This is the kind of stuff that I would actually use on like a normal everyday kind of day. So, oh, it wiped it out, didn't it? I hate you. So, I find it actually quite ironic that in this game, I am going to be building burst plant. I'm going to be building in this game something that I literally use, every day. And by the way, in between episodes, I made up a bunch of plastic, so I don't ever have to worry about plastic again, God willing. And yeah, I went through here and cooked every single seed except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Uh-oh. There's 13 types of plastic. I think, no, there's 14 types of plastic. Isn't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, okay, no, there's only 12. No, 13, 14. Crap. Well, whichever was. Let's hope I don't need any more plastic because I apparently lost. Well, I didn't lose, but apparently I converted all of the seeds, and now I'm missing. Nuts. Okay, so anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was kind of, I thought it was kind of cool that I'm actually going to be making in this game something that I use every day at my, normal job. So there's a certain irony in that. Dang it. Would you quit that? So, alright. Funniness aside, let's build us a pneumatic wrench. I forgot the compressed iron. I knew I was forgetting something, but, you know. I get lost easily. Anybody who watches me understands that. And anyone who understands that should not judge me. Therefore, don't you judge me. Alright, so, okay, fine. We're going to do it that way, huh? Let's see. No, that wasn't it. Was that it? Dang it. Oh, it's the plastic. I knew that. I knew that. And now I still can't get it right. One more piece. There we go. Alright, so now we have a pneumatic wrench. Okay? Hooray! The problem is that the pneumatic wrench is actually quite worthless because it doesn't have any air power. Okay, the pneumatic wrench needs to be charged because with no bars in it, as you can see, pressure 0.0 bars, with no bars in it, it's useless. So we need to be able to actually charge it. And I like the fact that this is a cordless one because, you know, in your typical auto mechanic shop like I work in, you don't have cordless. It just doesn't happen. So let's see. So you know, air powered. Now, if it was battery charged, then I can understand because, you know, then you have fine. But air powered and cordless does not usually happen in a automotive shop. There it is. So we need a charging station, which is going to be plastic, fire flower, cobblestone, and a pressure tube. So let's see, fire flower, plastic. We got the pressure tube, and we're going to need some cobblestone slabs. Alright. Oh, actually, I can make this right here. What am I doing? I was about to take it out and walk away with it. Alright, cool. So now we have a charging station. And apparently extra fire flower plastic. That's odd, but whatever. Alright, cool. So now that we have a charging station, we can go ahead and put this in. We're going to put it in right here. And as you can see, it connects right up to that and is now equalizing pressure. So now we have pressure here, and we can go ahead and put the wrench in here. And as you can see, it is now charging very, very agonizingly slowly. So yeah, we're going to put some upgrades in here. And now we're charging quite a bit faster. So now this is the charging station can hold up to 20 bars. I'm not exactly sure how you get it to 20 bars without blowing up everything else attached to it. But, you know, maybe that's just me. But now that we're up to 4 bars, we can actually... Wait a minute. The numbers are still moving. Whatever. So we've got enough now, so where we can use this, and we can go ahead and change that one. So now we have a input and an output. So hooray, this is going to work just fine. Alright, so we're also going to need a chest. The chest is going to be for them to input and output to and from. Okay, so now that we have this set up, we should have all these pieces ready. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and put these speed upgrades in here because, you know, in the interest of speed. Let's see, it's saying that the assembly drill is offline. We aren't looking for a drill because, well, if the drill is offline because we don't have one. No problems, plenty of pressure, information, blah, blah, blah. And, of course, upgrades. We put in the speed upgrade to make it work faster. The security upgrade adds stuff for reasons and nobody really cares. Alright, so let's see. Alright, the empty PCBs. We have... Nope, those are unassembled PCBs. We actually need normal PCBs, so I'm fairly certain that we make these like this. I might be wrong, but let's find out. Okay, plastic is the only thing set in there. And why am I making too many of these? A stack of them seems a bit excessive. Let's look. PCB. Hey, I got it right. Plastic from the creeper plant and compressed iron. Sweet. So let me go up here real quick because making this many does seem a bit ridiculous. When this pops down a couple more, we will, well, actually, there. There, that should make just a couple of those. And once we get these put together, we will put them to work making stuff for us. Alright, this should only take another couple seconds. What's going on? Okay. Oh, because I'm a dummy, that's why. Because this was set incorrectly. It pulled the plastic out. So we now need the creeper plant plastic back so that we can put it back through, and then it will actually do something worthwhile. There we go. PCBs popping up everywhere. Excellent. And the automated charging system is still functioning just nicely. And it's not pulling out the PCBs. At least I don't think it is. Nope, it's not. So I wonder why that is. Let's check here. Whatever, it's done anyway, so. Excellent. Alright, good. So now we have these PCBs. Alright, we have 18 PCBs. Now, these are stacked, and we could put them in the UV light to process them that way, and it would process the entire stack, but we don't really want to do that. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to put them all in here, but we're going to spread them out, because I don't know what will happen with this stupid thing if I don't. So now that we have these, this thing goes to working. So the blue one pulls it from the chest, puts it over onto the platform, the laser etches it, and then the orange one puts it back into the chest. And thus it continues to function. So now it's going to go ahead and process through all of these, and you don't have to take 5 minutes in the UV light thing and then another 5 minutes in the etching acid. You just put it here and this sucker goes to work. So now we're making PCBs the fast way. Alright, we're going to let this process and we'll be right back to put these suckers to use. Alrighty then, we are back. It's almost done, and I figured, we've got 15 now. We can go ahead and do whatever we need to do. So, secondary things. The charging station, by the way, has its own set of upgrades. Its speed upgrade is wonderful, but it has a dispenser upgrade, which adds a charging pad onto the charging station, allowing it to charge any drones. And since drones, these are the drones we're looking for, are the things we want to go with, we want to go ahead and give it a dispenser upgrade so that a drone can automatically charge itself on this pad. Let's see, I think those are the only really interesting ones, so we want to go ahead and make a dispenser upgrade. So let's go ahead and see. I think we actually have the stuff necessary to make the dispenser. Oh, look at, we even have dispensers. And dispenser upgrades themselves are just nether quartz and lapis, which works out rather nicely. So awesome, we can now put a dispenser upgrade in the charging station so that our drone can charge himself. Sweet. And as you can see, it actually added, if you want to see a before and after shot here, without, with. So it just adds a platform where the drone can land and charge his stuff. So now then, drones. We want to make a drone because drones are cool and we want to get them going. Let's see, how about a spectral drone? Nah, we'll go with the unweary drone. He's a cool greenish color. And then we can program it. Wait, sorry, wrong kind of drones. Next. Ah, drones. Here we go. These are the drones we're looking for. Okay, so we're going to... I'm going to keep doing that. Okay, the printed circuit board, that's fine. That's just the circuits that we're making. And then some transistors and capacitors. No big deal. Then we're going to need these turbine rotors. We're going to need 4 turbine rotors. A turbine rotor is a compressed iron ingot and a turbine blade. A turbine blade is iron, gold, and 2 redstone. So we're going to need 3, so that's 3 gold and 6 redstone per. We're going to need 4 of the, no, we're going to need 3 of those per rotor. So that is, yeah, 12 gold and 24 redstone, I think. Right? I think. Let's just grab some gold. And we're gonna, yeah. Let's just assume we're gonna do this right. And we are making, oh crap, not that again. We are making drones. Alright, and we're going to be pulling out turbine blades. Okay, so let's set the filter to pull out things that begin with turbine. Alright, and in this case, we're going to go ahead and put $24 gold and 48 redstone. And that should make us enough stuff for 2 drones. Let's watch. Do 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 do. I have to stop doing that before somebody sues me. Everyone's sue happy. Go figure. All right, we should start getting turbine blades because we're getting redstone in there now. Ah, there's the first one. Yay! Awesome. So by doing it the way I did it, we should wind up with 24 turbine blades. But when we get to 12, I'm going to take those suckers out and we're going to make us a drone. Drones are actually, you know what, actually while that's processing, let's go over the possible things here for drones. And this is why I went ahead and made a bunch of extra plastic, because I knew this was coming. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so each one of the drones has to be programmed with puzzle pieces. And these puzzle pieces each require plastic. Okay, and they, oh wow, they each require printed circuit boards as well. Wow, I'm kind of glad I made those extra PCBs. I forgot that it required the printed circuit boards, actually. So anyway, thankfully it makes 4 of these each. So we're going to go ahead and make a bunch of these different boards. So it's going to be 8 of each and the circuit boards. And there's these unassembled PCBs. Then there's these unassembled PCBs. But the printed circuit boards are going to require the capacitors and transistors, which thankfully I made some extras of. But I don't think I made enough. Let's find out. There we go, printed circuit boards. We made enough for 10. Ooh, hope that's going to be enough. Otherwise, we're going to have to make some more of these things. Alright, so let's see. We're going to need the plastics. Let's just grab a stack of each type. There's actually not as many puzzle pieces as there are types of plastic, but I don't remember which ones are which, so we're just going to grab a stack of each type. And we're going to make some puzzle pieces. So let's see what we can make here. We're always going to need start ones. So let's make 1 set of start ones. And then we're going to need area. Whoops. Okay, so it's going to do it this way. That's fine. That's fine. I can work with this. And yeah. Oh wait. Nope. Yep. There's the area. I think we're going to need area more than any of the others, but let's make sure we actually get enough of the first set before we worry about making extras of anything. Because, oh wow, I actually have too much plastic. Too much stuff on me. I'm going to run out of space. Okay, but we should be able to... Burst plant seeds? Do I not have any... Burst plant plastic. What's the problem? That was kind of strange. Alright, whatever. I think it's not letting me do it because I don't have inventory space. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's see. We don't need the extra gold, redstone, levers. The plastic, I'm not sure which we need and don't need yet, so we'll go ahead and do this way. Alright, cool. So this should just take another second. the dig stuff. Did I get these? Yeah, that was the burst plant. Alrighty. And oh wow, there's more than I thought there was. Whoops. Okay, what'd I do wrong there? Oh, my inventory's full again. And did I already have these? Yes, I already had these. Alright, well, I'm officially confused over which ones I have and don't have. So give me a second, I'll fix this and we'll be right back. Alright, got it figured out now. So it turns out that I have just enough PCBs for all but one piece. So, hooray. So there are 11 puzzle pieces, and I have 10 here. The one I was not able to get was go to, which is moving in for, go to a specific location. I just don't have the stuff to make that one, so I will, realistically, for the example I'm going to set, we won't be using that anyway. So, yeah, we'll get into this here, and we'll get this going. But for now, we have drones to build. And we're going to, because fun. Because shoot me, now I didn't. Please tell me I didn't. Why would I do that? Because I have a brain. That's why. Okay, so I just used up the last of the printed circuit boards, and I need one to make my drone. So now I need to make more transistors and more capacitors. Transistors, redstone, compressed iron, and plastic. And right, slime plastic. And the other one should be redstone, iron, and okay, so origin and squid. Origin and squid. Okay, I can work with this. We can do this. This is gonna take just a second, but we can do this because I hate this and reasons. Okay, so let's see, black, and I said origin, right? No, that's lightning. Wait, what? No. How did I do that wrong? How did I do that wrong? That's kind of impressive. Every now and then you just wonder to yourself, how do I get through this stuff again? I have no idea what I'm doing. It was lightning plants. Alright, let's see. Oh, and I had it right to begin with, so whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and throw these in here and get them to processing. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go ahead and set this. That's fine. Nothing says turbine on it, so we're going to put in the, let's see, 17 and 17 is 34, right? Yeah, it is. 34 iron. Dang it. 34 redstone. And then there's the squid plant seeds. Give me just a second while this processes. Alrighty, now then, if I'm done screwing up, and yeah, right, I'm never done screwing up, right? We should be able to go ahead and put these together. And I put all my compressed iron away because I'm a brainy person. Did you know that? I have brains. They're in there somewhere. I know it doesn't sound likely, but I promise that they exist. And when you see them, let me know because I'd like them to come home again. Alright, cool. So we got 8 of those, which means we can make 2 of these. Sweet! We have drones! 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 And drones are completely useless unless you have a programmer. And the programmer requires... No, dear God, why? More turbine rotors and printed circuit boards. Do I have more printed circuit boards? Yes, I do. But I don't have any more turbine rotors because I just created 2 drones instead of 1 when I really needed to do more than... Did I have any left over? How did I wind up doing that so perfectly wrong? Because brains. Alrighty. So you know what? We're going to just go ahead and take some more gold. We're going to need 8 gold and 16 redstone. And this should make the extra turbine rotors that we need. God willing. You know, it's not that drones are hard to make, it's just hard for me to apparently make them. I'm, like, special like that, apparently. So anyway, once we get these drones made, we're going to need this programmer, because programmers and brains. So the programmer is what allows us to assemble these puzzle pieces into something that resembles a program. Okay, basically we can tell these to do almost anything. They are very versatile. Their abilities are very well documented by other people because I don't document well, obviously. But anyway, okay, enough jabs at me this episode. So basically, we're going to put this stuff together. We're going to make the programmer, and we are going to make a program for the drone. Alright, make these. Got 2 of those. Now we need fire flower and squid. I know we have all these. It's funny because I spent all that time getting all this stuff ready in between episodes. And then I get here this episode and find out not only did I get a whole bunch of stuff ready that I didn't ultimately need that many of, but I just completely, am not prepared. So, meh, what can you do? We're going to put the programmer right next to the charging station because reasons. Okay, so here's how it works. You put the drone in this slot right here. This slot right here allows you to put the program into the drone. Okay, we're also going to need one other thing. We're going to need some GPSs. Alright, we're going to make 2 of these, which require more fire flower plants. And I've got that no problem, so let's go ahead and throw these together real quick. Anytime you want to program a drone and you need to give them a specific place you need them to be or an area you need them to work in, you need to give them GPS coordinates. Okay, and that's what you use the GPSs for. So, quick example here. We're going to throw one together real quick. We might get further into it some other time and do more. But for now, let's just get started with a basic program, programming drones. Okay, so every program starts with the start button. Okay, so you put in a start piece. Okay, so we're going to start, and first things first, get rid of that because it's going to get in the way. Okay, so we're going to tell them after we start the program, we want them to dig. So you add the dig here and you connect it there. Okay. Okay, now where do you want them to dig? Well, that's where the area piece comes in. So you put the area piece here, and we're going to program that with GPS coordinates, and we're going to do that here in just a minute. After it digs, we want to then pick up items, which is pick up items, which is going to go right next to the dig. Okay. Also, with the pick up items, we're going to need an area so that it knows what area to pick up items in. Okay, and then after it picks up the items, we need to have it have a place for it to put them. Let's see, export to inventory. And the export to inventory is going to require an area as well. That way it knows where to export the items. Okay, so as a great example for this, we're going to go over here and just grab some cobblestone. I have 1 million of it laying around. I think we can afford. Okay, so perfect example of this. We're going to use just a basic dig setup here. We're going to tell it to dig, right? Because we got this set up in the thing here. Now in the dig, we need an area. If we right click here, we have GPS 1 and GPS 2, which is going to basically give it coordinates. And an area type is filled, basically the entire area. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put one more block there. I'm going to right click this block. And you can see that it locks it to that coordinates. Then on the second GPS tool, I'm going to right-click this block, and it locks it to that coordinates. Okay. So now we're going to go to the programmer. We're going to go to the area, and we're going to select GPS 1, and we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to hit GPS 2 and put this one in here. By the way, to back out of this, you don't hit E, you hit escape. If you hit E, it takes you all the way out and completely nullifies everything that you did. Make sure you check and make sure that the GPS tools stay in here. Every now and then they don't, so just be careful of that. So now we click Show Area, and as you can see, it shows these little green squares. Now, the green squares are in the cobblestone blocks underneath as well. You just can't see them because the cobblestone blocks are there. Okay, so then we are going to go ahead and put the area for it to pick up items. Okay, so when we want it to pick up items, now when you dig, every now and then when you dig, an item will fall in an area further out from where you actually dug it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and give this thing an area to pick up items on the ground, but we're going to go ahead and make it a bigger area than it is set to dig, because every now and then the item entity that drops when you dig is a little bit wider, or it falls out further than the actual space it was dug in. So in the area that we want it to pick up stuff, we're going to go ahead and give it this set of coordinates, which is going to be big enough to where nothing can fall out of the area. And now we should be able to show this area, and you can see that it's going to pick up anything that falls outside in this area where all the green bars are, anything inside that area. Okay, so that's very simple. And then last but not least, we're going to go ahead and shift right click this chest. Okay, we shift right click because if you right click, it'll open the chest. All right, and then we're going to go ahead, go in here, and we're going to export to inventory. And the area that it's going to have here is going to be GPS 1 and GPS 1. Okay, and that should show area again. Now, as you can see, it doesn't show anything, but it actually is there. You just have to open the chest to see the little green block inside the chest. Okay, now we have the drone in here, we have the program written, we have the export to drone here. Now it says requires these programming puzzles. Okay, 3 areas, 1 dig, 1 export to inventory, 1 start, and 1 pick up items. Now, if you were to not have one of these, like let's see, let's go ahead and just for fun, no, let's not sort them because I have to go find them again. Let's say we don't have the area pieces. Okay, so now we don't have the area pieces in our inventory. So when we right click here and we go to export, the button is grayed out and it says that we are missing 3 times area pieces. So it actually will let you know when you're missing something. Alright, so let's grab these back out and go back in here. When we go back in here, when we click the export button, it is going to take the puzzle pieces out of our inventory here and put the puzzle pieces in the drone. Okay, so as you can see, we just had the items disappear from here, and now the drone is now programmed. So now, when we have this drone, who is programmed, and you can see the difference here because this one has no puzzle pieces and this one has puzzle pieces, we can then take this drone, right-click him into the world, and nothing will happen because he has no bars. Is he charging, though? I wonder if he's charging. And why did my headpiece just fly off? He landed on the station, but I doubt that he's charging. Let's pick him up. Alright, did he charge? No, he did not. Okay, so we need to give him an initial charge by getting him in here. And as we can see now, he is actually charging up his pressure. Alright, that should be enough to get done what we want to get done. So now when we right click him into the world, he is now an active drone, and the first thing he's going to do is come over here and charge himself because he does not have enough to actually complete the program. They will automatically know where to charge themselves, so since we have the platform there, he is charging up. Hopefully this won't take too horribly long because you have a job to do. You have to go dig that cobblestone. Anytime now. Don't get out of there. Oh, there he goes. Alright, cool. Now, as you can see, he's really slow, and we can speed him up, but we are out of time for the episode. So mayhaps next time when we come back, we will show you how that's going to work, and we will upgrade him and show you maybe another program for him and get him to do some really nifty stuff other than just digging this little area here. Now when he finishes digging, look, he's grabbing all the stuff he dug, and now he's going to put it in this chest. Sweet. And now he's sitting there waiting for something else to do. And if I put something here, he's going to say, hey, I'm supposed to dig in this area. And he will dig up that thing, pick it up, and go put it away. And he will continue to do so. So, if you have those infamous blocks that just keep reappearing out of nowhere, this guy will definitely take care of those blocks that place themselves randomly. Okay, so until next time, this is Journite signing off on episode 113 of Feed the Beast 1.6. Like me if you like me, subscribe if you want to see what craziness to get up into next, and of course, check out my other series. I'm going to town on Pandemicraft Season 2, but help spread the gaming.